Just think you can flap your yap. No cap, yo, we looking at the facts and stats. Second city gritty to across the map. Put your cleats on your feet while we run some laps. Buckle up your seat while we have some chats. Who the GOAT on the court, pictures and running backs. Plug in your jacks and you're whipping your phone. Shalom, let's get it on, just a set in the tone.
Welcome everyone to the Setting the Tone podcast. Bear down, my guys. We're about to do it again with my man J Mac back in the fold. My man, the boss, Big Earl in the house. Fellas, y'all good this morning? This beautiful Sunday morning.
I'm here.
Hey,
there you go. I'm awake.
I want to know your initial reaction to when you heard the news of the Justin Fields trade yesterday evening, and where you at today since then? J-Mac, go ahead, jump in.
I'm still here. That's my guy. I kind of figured that we was going to move on from him. I was hoping that we didn't. But he's still my dude, But I understand where Poe's coming from. He's looking for that guy, that dude, that quarterback. And I guess he haven't seen him from JF1. But I'm a little bummed out about it. But as a Bears fan, we got to move on, unfortunately.
So when it happened, how did you feel?
I'm still in shock, though.
Yeah.
How did I feel? Shocked.
Hurt.
Yeah. Damn near wanted to shed a tear or two for my brother.
Yeah.
But again, it's a business. As we all know. It's a business.
Facts.
So yeah, I'm still pretty bummed out about it, to be honest with you. But hey, we're on to a new
era.
New era.
Yeah,
like
man.
I had to say new era.
Yeah, hey, I'm getting a tear right now, man. So
oh damn.
You ain't talking on you.
Nah, I really had hopes for this brother to come in and do his thing and lead us back to the playoffs. We have consistent play at quarterback once he get his feet up under him, and it didn't work out that way.
Yeah. So. I'm gonna touch on that in a second too, but I want to get Earl's response. What was his initial reaction to the trade? Pissed.
I can give you a couple first. First words out of my mouth was "fuck the Bears." One of my close partners was like, got to move on. He was like, it is what it is. Bear down. I'm like, yeah, but not right now. I'm still a Bear fan, as you can see what I adorn on my body. But at that point in time, I was like, fuck them. They did everything they could to fuck that man over. And then y'all throw him out the door like he was the problem. But here's what I came up with as I calmed down. Few things that I've heard that make sense now. If Pose is being truthful, which I thought he was, he said he wanted to do right by Justin. To me, that sounds like he was gone to me, because you don't say those type of things when you know he's your guy.
So, well, he said that in the context of the question that was asked to him. It wasn't like he volunteered that information. It was like, but the question was something in the realm of, so what if you trade Justin Fields, how you gonna go about it? And that's what he said. Well, if that was the situation, if that was the route we took, I want to do right by him. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But see, think about it though. If you play for me, and you know where we come from. Me and you, damn near family. We are family, right?
Right.
If I know in my heart that we got to move on from you, I want to put you in the best predicament. Which is what I think he did.
Thank you.
You think about him as third or fourth different offense he's going to learn?
If he was going to come over to the next year, it'd been the third one.
Right, and now it's still going to be the third one because now he's going there and got to learn something, right? I think that with with Russ in front of him and putting him in that situation where he can learn from somebody who also then went up and down in his career and still good, was the best possible match for Justin to compete, because Russ is also competing. He feels disrespected. That is going to be a competition that I want to see. And I think he put Justin in the best possible position. I think he knew that he had to move on. I think, like I said, a lot of coaches and GMs going to stay quiet because they want to get the best possible um, money, situation, trade, whatever you want to call it, that they can. So Mom was to work for a long time. And then it was another, and when he cleared his account, I thought he was going to. I was just hoping for the best. When he
Mm.
get away with
Now
somebody
that
who
when you
don't
look
do all
back
that,
at
I'm gonna
that,
replace it.
when you look back at him unfollowing the Bears, it all makes sense now.
Right.
Like,
I thought when I saw it, I said, "Damn!" I thought that's what that meant. I ain't gonna lie, because you
okay,
don't
I didn't think that at
when
all. I thought like, why is he doing that? It doesn't make sense. But now it makes sense.
well
You
what he
know.
It
said
makes
made
it.
sense too. He's like, "I'm going on vacation. I'm tired of hearing it." But you can also turn it off. You don't have to erase it. You can stop
Right.
doing
Now
the
that's what I'm saying. Now it makes sense. Like he already knew
right.
or had
He
an
already knew.
indication.
Yeah,
But at that time, I'm
he,
like, unfollowing the Bears not gonna stop you from hearing about it because the Bears don't even post about the trades. That's
Right.
how I thought about it. You know.
Right.
So,
Right.
but
yeah, I think that brother knew from the door that he was
yeah,
gonna
that's
be
what I'm
out of
thinking
here.
now too. In
Even
hindsight.
even when he did I think it was that interview on WGN when he was pretty much saying goodbye, but it was an interview with a female, and I think it was before the last game of the season. He did that
Mhm.
interview, and it was pretty much telling us then that
I remember the
you out of
interview.
here.
Yeah, I can't think of her name.
Yeah, you pretty much telling us then that you out of here. And man,
And
I don't know.
that's why
I don't think they gave that boy a fair shake. And
you
you
So,
know,
know,
J Mac, we all grown. We know that boy ain't get a fair shake.
so
But
yeah, there's a lot of Bears fans reacting. I've been paying attention to through social media. A lot of Bears fans like they done with the Bears because they didn't give them a fair shake. They just did them dirty like that.
even
A
that
lot of
same
Bears
people
fans like
said that
I'm
last
not
year.
going to any games. I'm not buying any more tickets to the games. I'm done with the Bears. I'm flipping teams, stuff like that. Bears
Listen,
fan.
you know,
I mean, Justin Fields had a great following with the Bears fans. He's
mhm,
a lot of the fans just loved him. They just loved him for whatever reasons they had. I mean, I loved him because he was just an exciting player to
it was
watch, and
exciting
I
to
wanted
watch.
to see him
yes,
grow and explode into a great player. You know, he's probably the most exciting Bear since Devin Hester, in
Right.
my
And you know
opinion.
what? You know what? And also, all the black quarterbacks, and I don't care who feels in a way about it, we haven't had every black quarterback we had was on a last freaking leg. Okay.
Right.
That was the most exciting quarterback we've ever had and the most comparable black quarterback we ever had. And he just didn't get a fair shake, and I think it's a shitty situation. Now, that bullshit about not going to the game, that's what we all said last year when we went 3-14. That's what we said when we lost to the Packers the last time. It's just hurt feelings. We're tired of losing. We want to see different.
Yeah. And I think with when more time passes through the off season, we might those fans get excited again about a new season. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Whoever the
Yeah.
quarterback is, you
but
know.
the only
If we
only
don't
thing
take
that's
care of
gonna
it, don't
fix
make
that,
sense.
yeah, only thing that's gonna fix that is if this whoever quarterback, whatever quarterback we bring in, he better
Better
start
win.
lighting it up through the
Better win.
door.
The best
Yeah,
medicine
that
for,
too.
for this is winning. That's how
Yep.
you get over it. And he better
And
bring his ass on.
he
Yeah.
better light it up as soon as he step foot on Soldiers Field. He better light it
Trying to
up
tell you.
because if he
I'm trying
don't,
to tell you.
then the fans is gonna give it to Poles. They're
Them
gonna
boo
give it
Facts,
to him.
birds.
facts,
Them boo
facts. I
birds
agree
gonna get it back.
100%.
Them
Pose
boo birds.
Pose buying himself some time by resetting the quarterback clock because if the Bears had a bad season this year, he was going to be on the hot seat, I believe, and definitely Eberflus. But now
Yeah.
you got a rookie quarterback. You can give yourself another 2 years before people looking at you like, all right, now get it together.
And
But
that's only
And
working. That's
If
only
this
working
rookie
because we
quarterback,
want. Go ahead.
go ahead.
I said that's only gonna. It's working. It's gonna work because we won at least 7 games. If it would have been 3-14, if Caleb would have came in here and shit at the bed, he still would have been gone. The fact that we had a marginal improvement, showing that we at least comparable as far as the coaching staff go, that's gonna buy him some time. I think if we still would have been, 2 and what or 3 or something, Caleb would have had one season, he would have still been here. But the mother, I think they would have got their ass out of there.
And that would have started the whole carousel over again that me and J Mac was talking about.
Okay.
Fire the coach, a new head coach come in with a quarterback that's not his, and yada yada
Exactly.
yada. Started that whole circle of life for the
Yeah.
Bears.
Yeah. And here,
My
you know
my
what?
my.
Here's the part of the process we didn't talk about. You know, every off OC wants his own guy, and I think one of the thought processes to trading JF1 was that right there. You know, Shane Waldron come in. You know, we starting a new offense. Let's give him a new quarterback that he can self mold. Ain't got to worry about somebody else who taught him something. You know, got to break him down and build him up again. Now this guy's a piece of clay, and you can mold him how you want to as his OC.
Yeah. Now Shane Waldron did wonders in Seattle with Geno Smith.
Geno
And
Smith,
that's
yes
not his
sir.
that's not his quarterback. That was already something that was built in. I don't know, had habits and traits, whatever. He did wonders with it. So I was one of those fans that was like, maybe he can fix undo the shit that Nagy did and Getsy did. I was one of those people when they hired Shane Waldron. Like he fixed Geno, he can fix Justin. You know, he's still young. He can take him to new heights. But
I,
I, go
I
ahead.
kind of thought I kind of thought Justin was kind of progressing a little bit under Nagy. I think I think the shit show came in when Getsy came in and got hold to him and changed up all his mechanics that
Hmm.
very next season. And his mechanics was just off. And instead of working with what was already there. Uh I thought I saw Justin make progress in that first season under Nagy,
I
especially
thought he
as
made
the
progress
season
his
progressed.
whole 3 year tenure here. But I guess the Bears like it's not fast enough.
That jump,
It's
yeah,
too
the jump
slow,
wasn't
whatever.
big enough. The jump wasn't
Big
big
enough
enough
jump.
for them. Yeah. You know what?
But
And you trying to mold him into being Aaron Rodgers, and
He's
that's the
not.
problem. That was the
Nobody's
problem,
Aaron Rodgers. Nobody's ever
right?
Aaron Rodgers. You don't
Exactly.
think, hey Tone,
That was the issue right there.
you don't think that part of Geno's success came with him already being a statured vet? You know what I'm saying?
I
I
think
think he
some
could
of it
be
was that, but we also saw him as an established vet and not being very good.
right. I'm just saying that you don't think that it's easier to fix Geno as a vet, knowing what's wrong with him already, kind of speak, you know what I'm saying? You got film on him already. I just think it was kind of easier to do Geno than it would have been. You know, a rookie is just clay. You know, you got shit you can see in college, but everybody know it don't always translate over to the NFL. That's just a thought.
I just think
I
it's
don't
I
know.
just think it's harder to teach old dogs new tricks.
They're setting their
Those,
ways.
I
yeah.
I
I get
I
that.
So if he
thought
was
when
able to do that for Geno, I'm like, oh, Justin, whatever bad habits he has, it's only a couple years in. He could, 3 years in, he can fix him easily, if
I
easier than
thought
Geno.
I honestly thought what helped Gino was actually sitting behind Russ for a few seasons
Well,
before.
Was
that's
he
what I'm
there a
saying.
few
That's why.
seasons
That's why.
behind Russ?
Yeah, yeah, I think he
Was
was
it?
there
I
for a
thought it
few
was one. It
seasons
was so
behind
okay.
I just
Russ.
thought it was one. Yeah, was it a few?
Yeah,
I guess.
I thought it was.
I don't know.
I thought
I
he
know that's
sat
why I'm
behind
happy.
Russ
But that's
for.
why I'm happy for JF1 now. You know what I'm saying? But and to your point, Jay, I think that if Nagy would have been with him them first 2 years and the way Nagy liked to run that offense, we would have seen leaps and bounds. We could have been a Philadelphia that was what where they
I thought we could have. I thought we
yeah
could have.
because
Yeah, he
But
did
you
sit
don't have to do
behind
that.
Geno. I mean, he did sit behind Russ in 2020 and 21, and then he
Okay,
took over at 22. Yeah,
okay, yeah. I think if coming through the door, if Nagy would have came in to Justin, I think Nagy would still be here, and I think we'd be having a totally different conversation right
I think if we didn't have the number one overall pick and just our pick at 9, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
now. Yeah, oh yeah, definitely, because we know we're gonna get who we want.
This
Yeah,
conversation would not be happening. We've just had the number 9 pick. Justin Fields will still be here, in my opinion, but we don't
yeah.
know. Yeah. My next question to you, fellas. So we've been trade partners with the Pittsburgh Steelers a couple times in the last couple seasons. First with Chase Claypool, and now with Justin Fields. Did they fleece us once again? So the Chase Claypool trade, backfired on us because they knew something about Chase. That's why they got rid of him. And they said, we'll take that second round pick. The Bears jumped. Give him a second rounder for Chase, even though the Steelers didn't want him. Steelers didn't want him. He was in a doghouse with the Steelers. Mike Tomlin wasn't fucking with him. And they got a second round pick out of us for him. Now they fleece. I feel like they might have fleeced us again by only giving us a 6th round pick, which is a conditional 4th if Justin plays 51% of the snaps.
61.
Which they're not going to let him do. Why would 61. You want to give up your 4th round pick?
61%.
Yeah,
I thought it was 51.
I thought I saw 61% as well.
Okay, I have to look it up. I don't know. But do you think they fleeced us again, or I'm just tripping? That's a worthy compensation.
Well, me personally, my personal opinion is they right now they trying to say that this is what the market is for him. I personally think Poe's played himself.
Okay, I'm with you on that one too. Go ahead.
That's just my opinion. I think Poe's played himself. He thought that the market was gonna be when you're gonna get a second to a 4th round, second and a fourth for Justin. Nobody saw that. Everybody already saw that Poles was gonna keep the pick anyway. So ain't nobody's gonna offer you a 2nd to a 3rd round pick for Justin when you're gonna keep the pick anyways. You're gonna pick a quarterback. So you either gonna release that quarterback or you're gonna take whatever you can get for him.
Right.
And that's why I think Poles played itself.
Yeah.
I think the media got him too. The media was basically like, nah, there's no way they keep him. I think the media fucked up his plans too. You know what I'm saying? Every other day, there's no way they keep it, Justin. You can't keep him. You got to blah, 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 blah. And I think
we're going to get to them too. They on my list.
Yeah, we'll get to them. So,
yeah.
He had to. He knew he had to. He was trying to get whatever he could. I think if he did it earlier, before the combine, when McCarthy was thought to be a 2nd round, now he's thought to be a 1st round. And before those guys at their pro days, the pro days would have made it even worse. That's why he did it now. Because if you'd have let the other ones, there's 3 that's finna do their pro days, right? Caleb, who else? May and Daniel's finna do their pro days next week. Yeah. It would have been even worse. These are the 2nd-tier quarterbacks who made their positions better. So if he would have waited till next week, shit, he'd been lucky to get a 7 probably.
I feel like he played himself too, J-Mac, because he sat here and waited for all these other free agents to come off the market. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't know what his asking price was, but he should have changed he should have pivoted and be like, yeah, we need to get more. Let me go ahead and drop him off over here in Atlanta, or, drop him off in Pittsburgh before Russell got there, or whatever. Could have pivoted quicker and got more from him, because when you think about it now, how this is a 25-year-old kid. We got a 6th round pick for him. It just doesn't, and it's next year's pick. It just doesn't sit well with me.
It doesn't help us.
Nothing for this year.
Thank you. It doesn't help us at all this year. At all, it don't help us.
Nothing.
And just the fact that how they try to play the market with Justin, it just takes me back to how they did Lamar last year.
Yeah.
Because
Lamar
you free to. They told Lamar, you free to go out there and seek your own deal, but nobody wanted to fuck with him. And
because he wanted all of that guaranteed money, and the league was trying to kind of like, no, we're not about to be giving out all this guaranteed money like Cleveland fucked up and did for Deshaun Watson.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
So I think the league did the same thing to Poles about JF1. You're not finna flip this pick and say try to get a haul, and then you want to trade and get a 2nd to a 4th round pick for your current quarterback. Nah, we ain't finna let that happen.
I feel what you said. Yeah. It's kind of like they I can't even think of the word right now.
Ain't that the same thing we finna get into with Caleb? This man talking about how he want. Well, we know it can't happen, but this man talking about how he want pieces of the damn organization, and I'm not gonna do this, I'm not gonna do that. He already telling the motherfuckers what he not gonna do, man. How is that gonna work? This
I
man come
think
into the league with $10+ million. Who the fuck is he finna listen to?
that's
I
that's
just
what
man.
that's what my that's what my hang up is coming from him. You
I
already a
mean,
billionaire,
yeah.
so to me he's gonna dictate where he wants to go play, and
And he's
all that crap that's coming out about how he won't stake. Certain teams ain't finna go for that. So you
No
trying to
team
get
can
them
go
off
for it.
the
It's
board,
illegal. It's illegal.
right?
Yeah.
Exactly. But
So
at
I
the
just take
same
all of that
time,
stuff as media and misinformation and BS. It just doesn't matter to me. Like anything else on as far as football, and he's calling out like I want this or I don't want this. I mean, those are things that could be negotiated. We partners. Whatever team we're on, I'm going to. We're partners. So, hey, can you do this for me? Can I? I'm your partner now. I'll take it as that. Um,
I get that part what you're saying, but what about the tape we seen on? Do you
the
think
what you
that
your volume, your audio went kind of low. Your mic went kind of low.
you hear me now?
I can hear you, but it's just kind of low. That's all.
I don't know what the hell happened. I ain't touched it. But
Okay,
yeah,
go ahead.
what about the things we've seen on tape? Are you trusting what you've seen on tape so far? You think it's fixable? You think he's gonna be the kind of guy we need? I saw him when he lost to USC. I mean, when he lost to Notre Dame. You know, I don't know. I've seen a couple of games where he just looked like he didn't have it and didn't want it.
Yeah,
even to me, even I watched the UCLA game. I mean, I can see the special throws and everything, but at the same time, he wasn't. He just seemed average to me. But he's playing against other college players.
yeah.
You're not
Hey,
gonna have
before
the
we jump
same
into Caleb,
success.
let's finish off on Justin, man. Um,
Gladly.
so we talked
Got
about the
to.
Steelers fleecing
Got
us
to put
once
him to bed.
again, huh?
I said, yeah, we got to. We got to put him to bed.
We got to put it to bed, man. Before we fast forward to the next chapter, let's finish reading this chapter. Um, so do you guys feel that Ryan Poles did right by Justin Fields by sending him by waiting this long and then sending him to the Steelers?
I don't know.
I got an opinion that I don't think he did right by Justin Fields at all because Mike Tomlin came out immediately and said, Russell Wilson is my starting quarterback, period. So that doesn't put Justin Fields in a position to feel like he's competing for the job or it's his job at all, you know? And then is the Steelers the best situation for him? I don't know. I think I think they could if they would have pivoted fast, like I said earlier, the Falcons would have been a better spot if he wanted to do right by Justin Fields. He also left him in a gray for so long, and he said he wouldn't do that. He left him in
That
a gray for a long ass time. From our perspective, maybe he told Justin a long time ago that we trading you, but from our perspective, it seemed like a damn near a month since that press conference, right?
yeah, that's what I didn't like the most. You say you don't want to leave him in a grave, but yet still you just
You did.
you just left him out to hang. You just left him out to dry, just the way you did. First, because we all know if he's your quarterback, you just come out and say it. Why string him along?
Yeah,
To
and
me,
that's the part
I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all.
that tripped me out because they strung it along like they was waiting for Caleb Williams to come in or any other quarterback to come in and do their pro day, get their medicals, and they still ain't did none of that shit. Ain't no
None
pro
of
day
it.
happening.
He keep changing the dates.
Ain't no pro day
Yeah,
happen. No medicals been received. I'm thinking that's what they waiting for, and
Yeah.
they strung him along all this time, and that shit still ain't happened. Like,
I
what was the
think it
point
all
of that? Just
backfired on him.
just get rid of him if you're gonna get rid of him, and so he can get out. He
yeah.
can get out of that gray area that you speak of.
I believe that I think the situation changed on him so many times they were forced to move him, man.
Yeah,
I think he knew. I think he knew. I think both of them knew. I think they talked. I think it was an understanding between those two, if nobody else, that he was going to be moving on. I think they tried to wait for the best predicament for him, but I also know that it just didn't work out. He took a chance and it backfired on him. Whatever they tried to do didn't work. You know what I'm
It
saying? I
backfired
guess
on him big time.
right. I
I'm
don't
right
know
about that.
Pose other than this year. I don't know Pose, and for what I've seen, the moves he made, I've liked. So when I got to go off what I've seen from him in front of me, off my time that I've known. If he
Yeah,
said that he was, going to do right by Pose, by Fields, I had to believe it until I see different. I just think a gamble was taken, and it was miserably fucked
Yeah.
over.
yeah.
It
I hear
didn't
what
work.
you're saying.
It
He
didn't
he
work
fucked that
because
move off big time.
right,
Yeah, I
when you
think we
tell
all in
somebody you're not
agreement
gonna
on
put
that
them in
one.
the grave, you tell somebody you're not gonna put them in the grave, and you coming out saying how much you care for this guy, probably skip him, and then it don't work. If you believe what that guy's saying, then you got to believe what happened to make it change. And the market didn't go the way they thought it was. Caleb done changed 2 or 3 dates. I'm not gonna do it. If you'd have did that medical at the combine, that would have been something they can go off of. If he would have ran or threw at the combine, that would have been something they can go off of. But he gave them nothing, and because you wanted to try to play the whatever the averages, you lost. You lost. Now you're sitting here had to give out a quarterback that didn't get you nothing back, didn't bring nothing back to the house, and we
Especially this
starting over anyway.
especially this season. You get
Yeah,
Right.
nothing, no compensation this season at all.
At all.
So
And tell me why they
we're
couldn't keep him.
stuck. We're stuck with them 4 picks unless they trade the top pick or the ninth pick.
And why we couldn't
facts.
keep him.
Only way you're gonna get anything back.
Y'all telling me it
We
didn't make more sense to keep him, even if you're not getting nothing back from him, right? You keep
Shit,
him. How we was talking the other day, Tone. You keep him. You
keep
you
them.
you promote a healthy competition. You got JF1 a year before you really got to make a decision. You got Caleb in the background. Let the best man win. Why are you giving away for nothing? Who's gonna push Caleb? Bagton, whatever the fuck his name is. Who gonna push him? Who the hell gonna push him?
I mean, that was an option. I just don't think that's a good option, but that was an option. And it was
He's
probably
literally giving
better.
away for
It was
nothing.
probably better than giving them up for nothing too.
That's
Yeah.
all I'm saying. That's
Yeah,
all I'm
yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Facts.
I'm actually
Because
starting to agree with that.
yeah, because you can
For
hold on
just
to
for
them.
competition's sake. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's say you start Caleb through the season and you holding on to Justin and another team loses a quarterback through injury. You got a
Which it
trade piece
happens.
now to get more.
Thank
Yep.
you.
It happens.
Thank
Yeah.
you. That's all I'm saying. It made more sense than what we did, right?
Yeah. Definitely.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
But
Justin, listen,
maybe that's not doing right by Justin either, because now you
again,
got Justin
my
fighting for his
point.
life against a rookie. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And again, we don't know what they talked about. So
Yeah.
again, knowing what I know from Poles, I gotta trust what he say he had his best interest. That's all I could go off right now because he ain't did shit that I seen that make me say, man, get his ass out of here unless this motherfucker shit the bed whoever he picked this year.
Yeah. I think he fucked Justin a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah, I do. I do. I
I'm not
do.
gonna
I do.
I'm
Not
not
on
gonna even
purpose, but
say a
yeah.
little bit. He didn't even
Yeah.
use no lard. So and
He waited way too long for that man. Man, I swear, if my job was in jeopardy for like a month and I didn't know or not, I would be stressed the fuck out. I can't even
Yeah,
lie with you. I can't even lie.
yeah,
I would be
and
stressed out that entire period of time. Like, you
right,
gotta let me know something.
right. And we can't do that. We ain't got that much black left on our shit. We can't afford that. We
Yeah.
already great.
I
yeah.
don't need no more
We can't
stress.
afford no more drama.
Yeah.
You ain't lying.
Facts.
But that was just I just thought that was a bad play by Pose. I mean it
Yeah, and
just
that's what I'm saying. It was a
was
bad play, a bad gamble, and he lost. I don't think it was intentional, but it don't stop the fact that you fucked that man over.
yeah, they did. They did.
So
I just seen a couple of pieces on social media talking about, well, we wasn't wrong. Yeah, you guys were wrong. I mean, don't blame Pose. How can you not blame Pose? Because
yeah, I saw that too.
Right,
Pose didn't get shit for JF1, and this dude carried the franchise for the past 2, 3 seasons, pretty much.
Yeah.
yeah,
And then you just shit on him like that. That's
I mean,
nah,
they literally gave him nothing to work with for 3 seasons. The
nothing,
Nagy season,
absolutely nothing.
the offense was designed for Andy Dalton, and they threw Justin Fields out to the wolves against the damn Cleveland Browns. Got
right,
damn near murdered.
right.
Yep,
Y'all
Last
wasn't
season,
on that shit then.
last season was a teardown. He had nothing, nothing. It was a it was
absolutely
it was a
nothing.
it was a tank without saying tank, but they was tanking. They tore the
Yeah,
team down to rebuild it.
Who do we have? Dante Pettis.
Yeah.
What other trash receivers we had?
Then we just
Amir
resigned.
Marset Smith.
We just re-signed him, yeah.
We just resigned Pettis, right?
Yeah, I know. Well, what
Yeah.
the hell?
I don't know what maybe he gonna get cut. I don't know. But and then last season
They do need bodies.
they were starting to gain some traction, adding pieces, but it still wasn't enough to evaluate the talent, man. It still wasn't enough. You had DJ Moore, you had a good running back room, but the offensive line was always injured. They were still maybe average as an offensive line. They weren't great, you know.
Right.
And damn, Getsy was garbage.
Yeah.
So he really never got a fair shake. That's just the part I just don't like about it. Now this new quarterback, whoever it is, they coming in here with all the weapons.
They coming in here
With
stacked.
Swift. This mother coming in the door.
And I'm not
with
mad
Swift.
at the new quarterback, whoever it is, but I'm just mad that Justin Fields didn't get a chance to live through that.
Opportunity, yeah.
Yeah, same opportunity.
Swift,
Right.
Herbert, he coming into Swift, Herbert, Allen, and Moore. And you got Everett and Clement.
And you got a revamped offensive line that looks better on
man.
paper. We'll see when they play, but it looks better on paper. You know.
Okay, so let me play devil's advocate then. Based off performance, can you put any of this on JF1?
Can you what?
Fourth quarter. I said based off performance. Let's go performance based. Can you put any of this on JF1? Fourth quarter turnovers, fumbles in the beginning of the season. Can we put any of this on him?
Some of it,
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah,
but the percentage of it is not on him. The larger percentage is not on him.
No, because he only can do.
But some of it, yeah, for sure. But
because
there was for sure 3 games that he didn't lose. For sure 3 that he didn't lose.
Right.
That was on the coaching staff. Yeah. 3 games that was on the coaching staff. We would have been in the playoffs with JF1.
Yeah, and we wouldn't even be having this conversation. You go back to the Detroit game, the Bronco game, where they was up handsomely in the defense.
Yeah. So that's tripping.
My only thing was with that in the fourth quarter, when you have a lead, then you gotta turn around and play hero ball all the fucking time. That's not on you.
No.
You get the ball back with 30 plus seconds left, and then you expected to drive the length of the field. Come on, man. That's not on you. You like put in a ruck. You forced to play hero ball. You're forced to throw passes.
I mean, I think they thought he was what's that boy in Kansas City?
Patrick
Mahomes or Aaron Rodgers or something. You know what I'm saying? I see those guys do that, but they don't always win doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it was more seasoned.
Exactly.
Yeah. More seasoned at it than him too. But you're right, Jay. You're right, Jay. If he wouldn't have threw them passes, then he don't take enough chance. He would throw the ball downfield. Then when he throwing interception, he shouldn't have did that. So he was in a no-win situation.
Right.
Hey,
a lot of us make them fans that's tired of losing. They're not giving nobody no breaks. We're not giving nobody no breaks. We just not. We ready to win. Fuck all that.
Yeah, the patience from the Bears organization, patience from the Bears fans, the Bears media is very thin and short leash. My question though, so do you think the Bears are locked in at number 1 to draft Caleb Williams, or will they trade back for another quarterback? Your opinions. Of course, we don't know.
My opinion is that if you don't draft Caleb, none of this makes sense to me.
Yeah.
To me, that's just to me. I don't have enough trust in him. From what I saw, I just don't have enough trust in him. But who's better than him out there? I don't know. I like the Daniels guy, but he's shorter and just like you said, he's just another JF1 in a smaller body. So I don't necessarily think we need him. Nick's got the injury problem. That's my guy right there. Not Nick's. I'm sorry. Penix.
Yeah.
That boy, he throw a pretty ball. He put it where he's going to put it. If he do throw a jump up ball, he makes sure it's over the outside shoulder. But them injuries to the knees, and then he had that one on his shoulder, throwing shoulder at that. I don't trust that.
Yeah.
So
I think if he wasn't so injury prone or have the injury history,
he'd be number 1.
Ideal quarterback, in my opinion, coming in. But because of that, I got to push him down the road a little bit.
Yeah, because you got to.
Yeah, because for me, initially, I said if we're going to move on from JF1, I still say trade that first pick, go back a few picks, and then you pick up your quarterback. Me, my initial dude was Penix,
Yeah,
but as we all just sit here discussing, he got a really horrible injury history,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
would prevent
yeah,
from grabbing him. But
yeah.
shit, even I was even thinking McCarthy,
That's
but
my guy. I mean,
Hey,
me and Tom talked about
no,
that too.
I
but none of
he
these
don't throw the ball enough
quarterbacks,
for me.
none of these quarterbacks will be available when they pick if they pick later. That's
Well, it
just my
Right.
depends on who
opinion.
trade. Like to your point, they trading partner. How far would they have to go back? If 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 Washington wants Caleb, then you only moving back one spot. I do that. You know, you're gonna get their pick, and you're gonna get some future picks. But if we're gonna move out of the top four, possibly five, because I know somebody want Marvin Harrison real bad too. Me, I might. I don't know. If I can move back one or two spots and still get a top 10 quarterback that's in this year's draft, maybe. But I almost think you ain't got no choice but to draft Caleb.
I'm about to say, but like you said earlier, you just got rid of Fields. You got to take the best QB in the draft, and
Got
that's
to
what the draft experts are saying.
exactly.
So
Well, hopefully it's pro day.
Yeah,
It'll
but
give us something.
you still got a lot of holes that you got to fill
yeah,
on
that's
this
the
team.
conundrum, bro. We in a tight
You
spot where
you got a
we
lot of
we we
holes.
have to draft at one, or we fucked up the whole thing. But at the same time, we got so many holes on the team still. You know, we still need some offensive line help. We still need an edge, possibly a defensive tackle. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So
Yeah. But let me
yeah,
ask you, Tone. I know you got your reservations about McCarthy. I know he don't throw the ball enough to your liking. But with a backfield like ours, you don't think he can just scoot through this year and ask, you know what I'm saying? Because he got a hell of a backfield to fuck around with this year, man.
he does.
He
However,
do.
we're gonna be so predictable.
But
Yeah.
you think about what's the first pass that we throw off of the play action? It's usually to the tight end right over the linebackers because they coming up because they're scared of the run. That's what Pat Holmes does.
Yeah, I
Works for
mean, play
him.
action is the ideal pass for a young quarterback is to your tight end for sure, for sure.
Yeah. So and then we got Everett and Komet. I just think it may be able to work, man, because sooner or later he ain't gonna have no choice but to throw it over the top because they gonna know that the tight ends is his favorite target. He's gonna be forced. And when he did throw it deep, it wasn't bad. I didn't see
Mhm.
nothing that scared me.
I've
I just would like to see it more.
Right. I
I've
feel you.
I've I've seen a couple of takes where they say he don't throw the if we choose Caleb, he don't throw the check down too much.
No, he
He's
doesn't. That's
always trying to play hero ball. And
Also, don't he doesn't play under center a lot either, right? He plays
nope,
shotgun most of the time.
nope. So there goes your
mhm.
play action quite a bit.
So
And I'm
so
like,
what do you think
how you gonna survive in the NFL
if you can't go
without
in the
playing
center?
under center?
Then defensive ends gonna tee off on his ass, and then what do you think gonna come out of his mouth at the first sign of distress? Well, I don't play up under the center. It's gonna be excuses, and then when
Hey,
that media get on his ass, they're gonna fuck his confidence up, and we're gonna be sitting there looking for another number one pick.
hopefully he's learning how to play under center right now as we speak and taking that into camp as well. But yeah, from what I've seen, he doesn't play under center a whole lot, if at all. So we're gonna see what's up with that.
I just think it's
So
just too much hero ball.
you said hero ball.
Yeah, backyard football, as we
I hope
call
we
it.
all wrong. I hope we're wrong about this young man. I hope he
Oh
comes
yeah,
back.
Right,
I'm not
right.
even
I know,
tripping on him. I want him to succeed.
right? I'm
I
just
want him
saying. I
if
know
he's
we
on our team,
all
I want him to succeed. That's all
Right.
I'm
If
saying.
he's on our
right,
team, there you go. If he's
exactly,
on
Yeah, I
our
want him to
team, right.
succeed. I want him to be
right.
great. I want him to be the greatest Bears quarterback ever.
Ever, ever, and
Ever.
that ain't gonna be hard to do. That ain't gonna be
It ain't
hard to
gonna
do.
be hard to do.
So,
If he's
No.
on our team, I want him to be the
I just
greatest ever. Facts.
I hope this time next year I'm saying, dude, we guessed that, man. We should have been on this, man, the whole time. I hope that's our
Right.
conversation.
Facts. So with that being said, are the Bears a playoff team with the rookie at quarterback?
If we get a rookie coming in playing like Stroud, yes.
Hmm.
That that
There you
that
go.
that that's
And that's a
that
big
that's
if.
it right there. That's a
That's
Right.
a
And we
big
know
if.
nobody thought Stroud would do that in year one.
nobody thought that dude would come out and ball the way he did.
But Stroud is the polar opposite of McCarthy and those guys. Stroud threw the hell out that ball.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So he
yeah.
came in ready to throw it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I like Nix and Penix, because that's what they did. Nick's just gonna be a senior citizen before his 5th year, but
that
Yeah,
boy,
I don't know.
that boy tried to stay in college forever, huh?
I really like Penix. I really like Penix.
Yeah.
Even with the injury history, I really like that dude.
I
I
think that
can't
he
like
has
him on my
this.
team. I can still like him from afar. I just can't like him on my
Yeah,
team. I'd be too
I think
worried that we blew the #1 pick if he goes down.
I think his ideal
Yeah,
situation is that he has to come in and really be able to sit like a Pat Mahomes or a Stroud, somebody that he can sit behind for a few years. I ain't gonna say Stroud because Stroud got a long career. Maybe Pat Mahomes, maybe somebody who got 5 or 6 years in the league, where in 2 or 3 years he can actually put up a fight. That body done healed. He ain't taking all them hits from the NFL. I think that's his best chance, because they don't run any slower or hit any less harder in the NFL.
Facts. Facts.
but the quarterbacks have they have an advantage now. You can't really hit them,
You can't tee off on him.
Yeah,
right?
but a
So
halfway hit in the NFL lay your ass out. I'm just
Yeah, we've
hey,
seen it.
that's a flag,
especially when he take off,
flag,
it could be a flag, but that hit still gonna lock his ass up.
But I think the
right?
Bears could still be a playoff team with a rookie at quarterback. I think in spite of the rookie, the team surrounding him, like we've had teams where our defense and our special teams carried us.
Oh yeah,
Our
yeah.
offense had a good
2006.
running game, but we didn't. The quarterback wasn't about shit, and we still made the playoffs.
Yeah,
You know,
but think about that. We don't need him having brain farts. When the team is up, you want to go into prevent defense and lose 3 games because
yeah, I ain't
of
talking
the
about the coaching
defensive
staff.
play calling.
I'm talking about the quarterback play. I'm really talking about the quarterback play. Like, we are we equipped enough around him to be able to make the playoffs? And you're right. The defensive coordinator or the head coach, who is the defensive coordinator, well, he's not the defensive coordinator. He's the defensive play caller. I
Right.
mean, he has to still call a good game. You're right about that. Yeah. But I was just
Yeah,
wondering, would the quarterback be good enough? Or is the quarterback going to hold us back
No,
from
I,
making the
I I think
playoffs?
we can. We've seen it. We've seen this already. We've seen it with Baltimore. We've seen it with Tampa Bay. With Brad Johnson and Flacco and what's the other one that they had? Who was Trent Dilfer?
Mm,
We've
yeah,
seen
but
it. We've seen it.
you don't expect them to come in and manage the game, especially if we going after a quarterback. You expect that quarterback to come out and
But
ball
but
with
if I'm the
the
head
weapons
coach
he got
and I
around
know
him.
if I'm the head coach and I know right now that's our best way to win, oh, you're going to manage the game if I tell
I
you to.
mean, Brock Purdy does that. He manages the
Yeah,
game, and
there you
they get
go.
far because of the weapons around him. They they got some of the greatest weapons in the league and the defense.
And they did in fact make it to the Super Bowl, and they was within one game last year of making the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
So
him as a
and he
rookie,
was
right?
truly a forgotten man at the last pick of the last round. He was truly a forgotten man. So
He does a good job at managing the game. He doesn't go outside of himself and try to be a hero, like you said, Jerome. You know,
Yeah, so that all depends on what quarterback we choose. Because if we choosing Caleb, Caleb is gonna be expected to win the game with his arm
hmm
and not actually manage the game.
I
If
see
we
what you're saying. Yeah,
if we
I
go
see
with
what
he,
you're
another
saying.
quarterback, then yeah,
the
I
it's
number
see
one
gonna
what
be
overall
game
pick
management.
versus the Mr. Irrelevant 7th round pick. You got different expectations. I get what you're saying.
Right.
but at the
Yeah.
same time, it's still a game plan that has to be drawn up every week.
Yeah.
And this puts us at if this is the best chance of us winning, letting the defense and the running game take the bulk of the load, then as a coach, you have to press upon him. I don't. Yeah, the outside world, the outside. If you listen to the outside world, Jeff want to still be here. Listen, you got to do what you got to do to win, man. And if that's
But
if I'm the head coach, I'm the head coach. It's just me, and it could cost me my job because these some bitches and got plenty coaches fired. But Me, my personality, and the way I want to win is gonna be the fuck what it is. I don't give a damn who's throwing that ball. And if the defense and the running backs are the best way to win right now, until I trust you to throw the ball downfield, then that's what we're gonna go with, man. It just makes sense, first of all. And we done seen it work.
Yeah.
You got to think of, but you got to think about the OC that you got on board now. He's more of a 60-40 pass type OC.
I get that. I
And
get that.
and just going off the numbers, from last season, last couple of seasons, he ain't been too good in the red zone.
No.
And
So
he go
this ain't
ahead.
on my topic. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Jerome. Go ahead. My bad.
No, I was just saying. So running the ball with him, I think dude gonna be more of a passing type OC. So I mean, them just leaning on the running game, I don't see it happening too much.
You got to be able
Man,
to
we
adjust.
better with DeAndre Swift back there.
You got to be able to adjust. And then you know what? This day and age, the check down pass is good as a run. So yeah,
Yeah.
I can see that. You have to
And
mix it.
like you
You got the quick screens, check down passes, regular screens. That's throwing the ball too. It just ain't pretty. So
yeah,
I
facts.
mean, I get it. I get it.
But
But like you said, you got to be able to adjust as a coach because your
right,
job as a
exactly.
coach is to coach the talent around you, not just your system. Adjust your system to the talent around you. This is what I have to work with. I can't just go by what I had to work with in Seattle or wherever
Right,
stop I was before that because I got
right,
different personnel. This is
right,
what these guys do. These are their strengths. Let me adjust my play calling to that.
right,
That's a real coach, not just
right.
calling off a script because this is what already worked in the past. You still got to adjust to your talent and call your
No,
game that way.
man. Come on, man. You gotta go by the first 15 plays that you got on your script.
You
And
got a
those
You
script.
better
gotta
be to
you
the strengths of your team, right?
no,
Well, not
you gotta
necessarily. Not
pull
necessarily.
you gotta pull a Getsy out. First
No, you
15
better not.
plays. And
You better not screen me
after
to
the
death.
after the first 15 plays, it just goes to shit.
Yeah,
But you know what? Scripted plays were meant to test everything. I want to test that defensive end, this tackle, that linebacker, this corner. That's what scripted plays. You're trying to find a weak spot and then you press on that mother.
yeah,
That's
yeah. I
what
mean, you
scripted
done
plays
your
are
scouting,
designed to
so
do.
you know that this is probably their weakness. Let me see.
Yeah, that's
Let me
it.
see what they're doing
That's
over
what
there.
scripted plays were meant to
Facts,
do.
facts.
That's adjusting. That's what I mean about adjusting. You run
Yeah.
your scripted plays and then you adjust. Something we didn't do good at
We
all.
didn't
But
I don't think we did none of it adjusting to
no,
anything
we're just
after
not
them
good at it.
first 15 plays.
Nah. And we just wasn't good at it. Second half, you come out around the
No, we
same
had some
place.
games where we adjusted. I can't even lie on Getsy like that. I can't even lie on him like that. He
The
adjusted in a
last
couple games.
you say adjusting, and it probably was. I say the team just wasn't good enough. I'm sorry, man, because what happened? We did what? We won four straight before we got stumped. Well, not stumped. It was 17-9. You saw none of that against the Packers, and they wasn't that
No,
goddamn good. I don't
it
give a fuck
wasn't
what
that game.
that one
That
game.
definitely wasn't the adjust.
That one game made everything that J Mac ever said about Gassi make sense. He's a plant.
Yeah. I
He didn't
just
throw the ball at all.
yeah, anytime he went up against the Packers, it's like he just cowered. And
Or he just
no
remembered he was
downfield
close to
throw.
home.
There you
I
go.
can't believe that man got another job immediately. But that's another
Immediately
story.
he did.
Immediately.
Immediately. All
Run game.
right, here's my
That's the way I
last
look at
topic,
it.
and we can add on after this if you guys got something else to talk about. But so during this whole all season period, when we were all in the gray, not just Justin, who was more toxic, the Bears fans or the Bears media? Because they both been really annoying to me. Bears fans dogging Caleb. Caleb ain't did shit to y'all. Caleb ain't on the team. You know what I'm saying? They just calling them names and treating them like shit, you know? Or the Bears media taking every shot they possibly can at Justin Fields.
Right.
And Justin Fields has been nothing but a loyal player to the team and should have been treated better and with more respect. I just feel like both sides was just ignorant and toxic, man.
Well, can we
Very,
have a
very,
1A and a
very.
1B?
You can have however you want to have it, bro.
Right. Plus, on any given day, they both could have been 1A or 1B. I think it was very unfair. But the media, ain't, if anything, they're not fair. They're gonna do whatever they have to do to promote whatever they want to promote. And Denzel Washington said it best. It's not about the truth anymore. It's about who gets it out first, and
Yeah,
that's what the media does. So but you have to be aware that as a player, as a coach, and as an organization, that's what they do. Now, the fans, on the other hand, I take more from the fans than I do the media any day because those are raw feelings. Some of them piss and say some stupid shit that they regret probably, but the fans are going to talk from their heart. They're tired of losing, which is why you see so much hate coming out of their mouth, and you can't blame them. Give them something to cheer about, and you won't get that shit. But I think the media is worse.
Yeah,
You
I
can't fight the
gotta
media.
agree
You
with
can't fight the media. You're losing. You ain't gonna fight. You ain't gonna beat the media.
I wholeheartedly gotta agree with the boss on that one. The media is just horrible. You can just see even when they doing their little interviews with other people or other NFL media or whatever. These guys are really salivating over Caleb. I mean, you can just see it in their eyes. They slobbering in their face and Caleb Williams, Caleb Williams. This dude hasn't taken a snap in the NFL yet. Let the man Get a man a chance to take a snap first
right.
before you go badgering him, beating him. He's going to cry to his mom or he's doing this. And then also the media taking shots at JF1. He hasn't done
Yeah.
nothing in the fourth quarter. And,
It
he
was just
has
all
this winning
unnecessary
percentage.
shots they were just taking, man.
Thank you. It was just unnecessary shots on
It,
both sides.
I
And
really unfollowed some people from media. I was like, yeah, they just too toxic. They just saying stuff for clicks now. They just
yeah,
saying stuff off just out of hand. Like, damn, do we gotta even go that way? That's just I just had
Right.
to unfollow some of those cats, and I saw some of the fans, and I know they have raw feelings and they love Justin. I just didn't think it was necessary to even come at Caleb though. He didn't do anything
Right.
to y'all.
Because he ain't the reason why we lost no damn game. He
Yeah,
ain't.
go
And to
go go at
piggyback
the
off what
coaches,
you
go at the front office, go at the
yeah,
media. Just
right.
don't go at Caleb. What has he done to y'all? You know what I'm saying?
Now I want to add a little bit more to that. Now, we think that a lot of these media personalities are coming off the dome. They got scripted too. You're gonna talk about Caleb, you're gonna talk about LeBron, you're gonna
Hmm.
talk about what we tell you to talk about, you can go work for somebody else. So a lot
right.
of that's on that too. But you can't excuse what come out your freaking mouth. So I'll say that. And then what I've seen, I don't know the young man. He recently retired. He's a football player, and he just ate the Bears up. Y'all have done everything possible to screw this man up. And he said, I'm tired of hearing about these players fitting into your system. Build around them. You know what I'm saying? Build around
Yeah.
who you draft. You're drafting him. You drafted it knowing that he didn't fit your system. You did it. So now what are you gonna do now? You're gonna try to just make him play your system, knowing that he don't throw the ball on the run. Know that he can't square his shoulder up when he get out the pocket. Knowing that he can't run in between. Whatever. You drafted
Trying to
this.
fit a square peg in a round hole.
Say that,
Right,
man.
right.
Say that. Exactly. Say that.
And
Yeah.
these coaches, they do that quite a bit. And then when shit don't work out, we drafted the wrong guy or
Right.
he's not our guy. No, it's
Right.
your coaching.
And
Right.
then another thing about the media is I caught them chastising fans for feeling how they feel about the
Right.
whole situation. Like, how you gonna
Right.
chastise a fan? That's what fans do. They feel things.
Right.
That's why they're fans.
That's what we're
You
Right.
can't
left
be
with.
mad at them for feeling a certain way about JF1. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or about the
Right.
Bears organization. You know,
Right.
you got an agenda. They don't have an agenda. They just want JF1 to succeed. Your agenda
Right.
is to to throw something out there to get clicks, to throw
Right.
something out there to incite. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
Being yeah, being incendiary. They just want to get something started. That's how
Right.
I viewed
And
the Bears
investigating this,
media this
initiating.
offseason so
Yeah.
far.
They're investigating it all. They're initiating it all.
Instigating,
Yeah, because
initiating
they want
shit.
it
Yeah.
to be that. But
And then hide their hands and like, hey, y'all shouldn't be acting like that. What?
right, right.
Yeah.
And
Y'all,
right now we
y'all,
got a
y'all put
choice.
shit out there for clicks for us to for us to take sides. You want us to take sides and
Yeah, because it sells. It
no.
sells.
Yeah.
Controversy
Right.
sells.
Exactly.
Drama sells.
I swear I had to stop following some people, stop watching their podcasts and all that shit. I'm like, yeah, I ain't fucking with them no more.
Yeah,
Maybe I'll come back later when all of the dust settles, but right now they just toxic as hell.
Yeah,
that was one of the
and a lot
reasons
of it
why I
ain't
told
based
you.
off of no kind of, and a lot of it ain't. It's baseless. And so, but
Yeah,
y'all can get on the mic behind a sign that say ESPN or TNT and tear these guys apart. But when we do it, when we feel like y'all make a wrong move, we just what in our feelings? Just because y'all get a paycheck when y'all say it, get the
Right.
get on.
We look, the three of us know just as much about football as any of those guys in the media.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? We know
yeah,
just as much. They may have more information as far as what's going on behind the scenes, but when we watch the game, we're not just fans being entertained. We're actually watching the game with knowledge. You know what I'm saying? So
right,
they can
right.
miss me with all that, trying to chastise me, trying to act all entitled and shit like that. Go
And
on
then
with
when
that
they get up
bullshit.
there, and say, I hate when a person who didn't play the sport say something. Well, guess what? We all played and
Yeah.
played good, motherfucker.
They're
So
arrogant. Their arrogance is just insane to me. The
yeah,
arrogance from the media is just insane.
it is. And I get it because, motherfucker like Skip and Stephen A. I get it. And you talking for likes and like Jay say, click. When if you want to talk about basketball, you better put somebody up there. You better put me a Magic Johnson or a Barkley, like somebody who I know that been in
Hmm.
wars, championships,
right.
playoffs. Don't give me nobody who just can talk intelligent, because that's all y'all got. Y'all more technical than us, but y'all don't know more than us.
Yeah. Facts.
Yeah, they just looking for people who can verbalize everything and try to sound more educated than those of us who actually we play the game. We actually watch the game, and we don't have a platform that they got.
Yeah, we're not casuals
That's
though. Far from casuals.
We
right,
damn sure ain't no
we
sidearm quarterbacks.
we can definitely
Either.
call a game and watch a game and know what's going on and know the vitals of it,
That's right.
coaching, all
That's
of
right.
that.
We can call the game. Might be a couple of beep beep.
yeah, it's
My
gonna be a
language.
lot of them.
We can call the game.
Yeah,
Damn, so call the
exactly. It's
game.
gonna be a lot
I
of
mean,
them.
we played the game in high school or whatever. Maybe some of y'all played in college. We've
Uh-huh.
I've refereed basketball games, so I know the game. You know what I'm saying? I've called football games since I've been here in Memphis. You know what I'm saying? I know the game. I ain't trying to hear that. I watch the game all the time. I've been watching football my whole life, and it's
That's all
beyond
it is.
just being entertained. I'm entertained for sure, but it's
Right.
beyond that, man. Come on, stop talking to us with your arrogance, like you know more than we know and shit like
Right.
that.
Like we
That
sitting
you
at
can
home in
miss
our
me.
man cave drinking beer and just watching the game,
Right,
Yeah.
facelessly.
right. As they
You know
call us,
what?
armchair GMs.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like,
I mean,
right, right,
and we are armchair GMs because that's a whole nother world.
right.
However,
I'll
the
take
media
that.
media and us watching the game ain't no different.
You know?
No,
You know what? I'm gonna say this. Hey, shout out to my high school, but in order to go to high school, I went to one of the one of the classes or specialties was lifetime sports and recreation. Long story short, we had to learn how to wrap knees and wrap ankles, sports medicine, kinesiology, stuff like that. But the number one thing we had to do, we had to learn to officiate every sport. And to pass that class, you had to officiate that game. My whole teenage life, I refereed basketball and football and baseball. So, they don't understand that. We ain't just sitting here watching the game and played
Yeah,
and left. Some of us have been in the arenas.
right.
Was
Look,
one contract away from signing to coach. I mean, referee football. My job was 15 years strong, and I didn't know if that was gonna work. But you can't talk to all of us like that. You don't know what
yeah.
all of us been through or the
I
experience we
watch
have.
basketball games sometimes I'm watching it from the perspective of a referee. I catch myself, I'm like, damn, I'm refing the game.
Right.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's
And
it.
it's
That's
just
it.
natural, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm gonna get off of that.
But hey,
So
before you run off of it though, and that's the difference, right? When you watching the game through the eyes of somebody who know how to officiate, you can tell how much bullshit really going on. You know what I'm saying? Watching a football game
yeah,
through the eyes of a ref when it's a holding call or when it's whatever, nah, that's tic tac, good no
yeah,
call.
yeah,
It ain't just who score or who don't score.
yeah. Facts.
right,
Facts.
right. Definitely.
All right. And if you guys have anything to add, go ahead, man. I'm at the end right here.
Hey, JF1, I don't know if you ever see this. Good luck in your rest of your career, man, I hope you go over to Pittsburgh and light it the fuck up. No disrespect to Russ.
Nah, no
I second.
disrespect to Russ.
I second that. I wish my man a good career after after being thrown to the wolves here, and damn, I'm I'm still shook up about it.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm still shook up about it.
It
But
should that should hurt a little bit, man. When I heard it, I was like, damn, it's fucked
right,
up.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
yeah, I
because
want Jeff. I want him to have a Hall of Fame career, man, and I want him to just eat everybody alive except us.
Right.
You know,
Exactly. Especially
yeah,
and
on
I was told we played up. Well, I wasn't told. I read somewhere we play them next year.
not the season coming up, but the season after.
Yeah,
yeah. Not the
Yeah,
we play them
24th
next
season, but
year.
the 25th. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And despite how I feel, it's still bear down, baby. Don't get it twisted. Right now,
oh
though,
yeah.
if I seen one of the motherfuckers in the front office,
Hey man, I told you earlier, man. You too old to be out here fighting, man. Send your son to do your dirty work.
I'm just saying, man. You know, I,
As
yeah,
bad as I
man.
hate to do it, I have to one more time for
Yes, sir.
JF1. I
Yes,
wish you
sir.
luck out there, brother. And I know ain't
Yeah,
nobody,
man,
you ain't gonna
baby.
see it, but you right. You still got fans out here,
You
brother.
still
You
got
still
fans. I
got
mean, it's a
fans.
lot of fans shook up, man. You
It
had a
is.
JF1 had a huge fan base here in Chicago, and I'm sure a lot of
Right.
those fans will keep their eyes on him in Pittsburgh or wherever any other place he goes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We gonna
And
support his career moving forward.
I hope as a city, as an organization, y'all truly understand what y'all gave away. Give me one quarterback that was more exciting than JF1. Despite his how famous he was, McMahon wasn't nothing compared to what this man is. He carried that stigma about because he stood up to Mike Dicker, who was a motherfucker, and he was famous in that way, coming in, being all goofy and all that. And besides that, Rex Grossman at the beginning of the 2000 season was airing that motherfucker out. We had never seen that, so that was exciting. But other than that, that little glimpse of Sexy Rex who turned to shit midway after the midpoint of the season, and what have we had besides Devin that was anything close to JF1?
Nothing close to him. But we ain't gonna
Nothing,
forget
nothing
about
Hopefully
Money
exciting.
this year.
Mitch.
Huh? What'd you say?
I was talking to
Yeah,
J Mac. We ain't gonna forget about Money
I know.
Mitch.
I knew you was going there, but now we done with Money Mitch now.
Yeah,
We moved on, and
And didn't he go
yeah,
back
I
right
to
know.
now,
Buffalo? He went back to
yeah, he
Buffalo, right?
did.
Yeah.
Went back to Buffalo.
Right. So, and then with our track record with drafting the quarterbacks, I'm just nervous, bro. I am freaking nervous.
Hey,
And
I ain't gonna put that
my
on
thing,
polls because it's his first quarterback, so we're gonna see.
No, no, I have
my
heard that.
only thing is who's to say that the staff that they got in place now is going to be able to develop a quarterback.
Right,
You
right.
know,
That's a great question.
whatever you did at that camp, that's at that camp.
Yeah,
It's not on a pro level. Just because you work with certain guys, that don't necessarily mean that you're going to be able to develop a quarterback.
yeah,
We're gonna find
So
out if they can develop a quarterback. I ain't gonna put
that's
yeah,
it.
any other
That's it.
quarterback development on them before Justin Fields. You know what I'm
I'll tell you
saying?
right.
this. I tell you this. I don't. I think some of the best developers are not even in the coach, and not even the coaching business. I think some of the guys that can do a better job, not even coaching. You ever
That's
seen? I forgot what the name of his program was, but it was Steve Mariucci when he make them memorize the play,
yeah.
and he'll draw it up, tell them what it is, erase it, and make them draw it up again. That's excellent. He don't even coach no more. Trent Dilfer does the same thing. He's out there running the camp. He was running that camp when Fields and Lawrence was in that little fag league. That was
Mhm.
Trent Dilfer stuff.
I think the
He's not
Bears
even
did
coaching.
something similar to that when they met with Caleb Williams. They gave him a play, they took it down, and they asked him to recall it
Right.
later
So,
on. Yeah.
Yeah,
so when it comes to that,
I think when it comes to all the quarterbacks, they make them do that when during
but
a
specifically,
little
a lot of
20
those guys,
minutes.
a lot of those guys who doing it venture off into their own shows and business. They're not coaching. So unless they teaching some of the guys that they're doing it to do it how they doing it, we still missing out on some good coaching.
Somebody saw that and took it and like, yeah, we're gonna use that. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So I love that, but unfortunately, we don't have that. I don't know if we have it right now. I don't know what Shine
Yeah,
show
we
me.
don't know if we can develop a quarterback or not because
Right.
Justin didn't get to the next level, or they didn't give him the
Mitch
pieces to
didn't
get to
get
the
to the
next
next
level.
level.
Yeah,
Mitch didn't get to the next level.
you
Cutler was
had
on his
hard
own fucking
coaching.
planet.
Yeah,
Cutler was on
it
his
was
own
just hard
planet.
coaching. That's all.
Say again?
You didn't have the right pieces in place, and you didn't have the right pieces in place.
Yeah,
Coach Justin,
yeah.
Noku,
Because
Getsy,
we saw what he did this season with DJ Moore and Cole Kmet. They had both had career years.
right?
That's what I'm saying. That's his first year with this man. You can't tell me he didn't show you enough that he can get that ball down the field. When he rolled out of that sack and hit Moore against was that Detroit? I believe it was. He rolled out that sack and hit him deep for that touchdown. When that Detroit, the second time we played him.
I think
And
it
he
was
played,
Detroit.
You mean when he stepped up in a pocket against?
it
I
was
think
one.
that was the game.
I was finna say that. I was finna say that one next. It was one when he stepped up and hit him, and it was one when he rolled out of the sack and threw that joke on a dime over his
I don't
right
remember
shoulder.
which game that was, but
That's what I'm
Wasn't
saying.
that
but like
Cleveland? That was a Cleveland game,
yes, that
wasn't
was
it?
Cleveland. That was Cleveland.
Okay.
I forgot we played them.
Right.
Yes.
So it's the first time he's worked with DJ Moore, and look at it. You know he can throw downfield now. What the? I just hey,
That was another bad thing with Getsy. You didn't you start hearing Flus talking about taking shots down the field toward the end of the season. That's something that should have been done throughout the season. It's at the start of the season. Take shots down the field. You
Hey,
go in there.
hey,
It's
Flu
too
should
late
have been
now.
going with Getsy. That's just all I gotta
Yeah.
say.
I,
We bringing in a new
now
now
quarterback.
now
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 I
I
agree
agree.
with you.
Now
I
I
agree
agree
with you.
because
Yeah.
if you're gonna get rid of JF1, you might as well have clean house.
Yeah.
Clean house.
Clean
Look,
house.
the Bears were talking about this bullshit continuity. Where is the continuity? It ain't no
ain't now.
continuity. You got rid of
Everybody
your
knew.
quarterback. You got rid of your offensive staff, which they should have been got rid of. But
Right,
there's still no continuity. You're talking out both sides of your mouth right now. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Yep.
right. You talking like the media. You saying what you think that they're smart,
Yeah.
that makes sense, and it doesn't because ain't no continuity. Everybody knew again. So where's the continuity gonna come from? And
You bringing in a
like
new quarterback, might as well bring a new coach with him. Come on.
Yeah,
hey, now that
that's
makes
where
sense.
at first I didn't agree because
That's me.
because of the steps that the defense made. But
Right.
now that you got things let things marinate a little bit. No, I'm like you now. Everybody should have been gone. You
Yeah.
should
Right.
have got rid of everybody.
Well, the only reason it
You can
made
bring
sense to
in
me, the only reason it ever made sense to me was like you said, ain't no use to change, ripping everything out when it was working well towards the end of the season, and it's helpful to have one side of the ball that you can depend on. You know what I mean? So
I just think Eberflus' role is bigger than just one side of the ball. He should have been on Getsy's ass from the beginning. Get the ball down the
right.
field. That's on his
Exactly.
watch. That's on his
right.
watch.
Yep.
And
He's the
so
head coach,
therefore,
not the defensive coordinator. He the head coach.
right.
That's
And
all
so
I'm
and
saying.
so
Yep.
therefore he should have been gone too because as your responsibility to coach the whole team, you failed in too many
Yep.
departments. I
Because
get what
Yeah.
you're saying. I get what
why are you in the media talking about we need to take more shots down the field when you should be in
Meeting
that
rooms. Yeah.
offensive get right? Thank you. He should be in the meeting rooms telling Getsy right off top, take more shots down the
Get
field.
your shit together, man. We ain't finna have this go for 7, 8 games in the season. Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
and to y'all point, man, how did he make it? The reason why we can sit up and say why he should have been gone, and I agree with all of them. It's just that when you got something that's familiar, it makes the other side of the ball easier. But like he shouldn't have made it through the whole season. That's one
No.
reason. Guess he should have been.
No.
Guess he should be gone now because
He let Getsy Flus
Flus
let
should be
Getsy get
gone.
through
I
the
said it
season.
wrong. I
Yeah.
said it wrong. Flus should be gone now because guess he should
Blues?
have never made it
Right.
through the whole season.
Right.
Facts.
They both should have been gone.
Yeah.
But we
Everything
always
that
sitting up
said
here
coach on it,
wondering when. Right.
every
We
office door
always
that
sitting up
had
here
coach on it should
wondering.
be cleared out.
Because we
We
saw teams
all sit
fire
up
the OC in the middle of the season already
in the
last
middle
year.
of the
It all
season.
time.
Even the
It
head
all time.
coach.
Yeah. Like,
Even the head
nah,
coach.
you fucking up. I can't have you on my job. This is my job. You know what I'm saying? Nah.
Yeah, yeah.
Come on now.
Yep.
You remember back in the day when it was 3 steps: verbal warning, written warning, your ass out. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Oh shit.
Hey,
Yep.
listen, man. Listen. Listen, man, we need to throw that ball down the field, bro. That's your verbal. Look here, bro. Maybe if I write this out, man. Look here. Your ass.
I'm gonna write it on the whiteboard.
Read
Yep.
this. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, look here, man. I can't get in my office. Oh, yeah, we changed the lock. Well, why would somebody know your ass is out?
He should have been. He
Listen,
should
in
have
my
been.
opinion, every door in that organization that said coach should have been empty.
Except the
Every last
special
one of
teams
them.
coach. I like that dude.
Who that?
Yeah, I agree. Because
Special teams
I
coach.
thought I thought if they would have got rid of Fluce and Getsy in the middle of the season, you
I
put
mean,
Richardson as the head coach, the
Yeah.
interim
but
coach.
do we really call special team coaches coaches? Do we really?
Hey, I ain't gonna
Yeah,
disrespect the
Harbaugh
special
is.
team.
No,
Harbaugh is.
Harbaugh the motherfucker. Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Harbaugh
And the
is.
one
He
we
done
had,
won
what was
two
the one
Super
we
Bowls.
had when Devin was there? Because he's going around just making everybody good.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tobe. Is
Tobe.
that his name?
Dave
Tobe?
Tobe. Dave Tobe.
And you think about it, special teams coaches, they get a chance to touch all the players except for the superstars. They get the
Right.
chance to touch them all, so they know a little about each player. So yeah,
Right. But see,
Yeah.
that's a part of the sport that I'm trying to change now in youth football. Nobody coaches, then wonder why their players are fumbling the ball and don't know where to run and all that. That's one part of the game I'm really trying to change in youth. Special teams, especially the return game. That's field position, you know what I'm saying? So
facts. All right, fellas. Well, on that note, let's go ahead and end the show. I appreciate y'all coming through, man. Had a great time
Yes,
talking
sir.
to
Yes,
you guys
sir.
again.
Always.
For sure,
Always.
always,
Always.
man.
yes,
And
sir.
until we meet again, y'all be safe out there. Stay dangerous.
Yes, sir.
Peace,
All
sister.
right.
Abby. See you next time.
For sure.
All right.